I think we should go with Koji's first so that we can judge harshly behind his back.
Okay.
Aww.
Oh wow, it's like this document has like bold type and underlines and individual boss strategies. Wow, this thing's pretty intense.
Koji's?
Yeah. Good lord. Okay, here we go, guys. Are you ready?
God, I hope so.
Koji's boss fight, yeah, is the subject.
Yeah.
There are 3 bosses to this fight. Koji, Ichi, and Dr. Chegg Win.
Wow. Chegg wins. Got my vote.
This fight works similarly to the Iron Council encounter. Each boss will need to be tanked in their own special way, and also the order in which you kill them will unlock new abilities for each boss and increase the difficulty. Now, there are 3 paths to go down, and each has their own unique encounter and loot. Ichi. Ichi will actually have to be tanked by a caster as his shield, I guess, will deal 5,000 frost damage on melee hit for the first phase. And he also takes 90% reduced damage while in the shield, making him impossible as your first burn choice. In this phase, he will randomly polymorph people every 30 seconds and has an aura buff that increases his allies' damage by 50% if within 20 yards of him. So when Chegg or Koji die, Ichi will change his shield out to one that will reduce magic damage taken by 10%, but also allow him to use his offensive spells. The caster that has been highest on threat will gain his focus and will gain a buff from the phase transition that will infuse arcane energy into the caster, causing it to take reduced magic damage, allowing him to continue tanking. Wow, this is actually kind of a nice boss. Like, it doesn't just rape you up the ass. Because Val's boss is, like, impossible.
God.
Ichi will have to be burned to 50% before Chegg is vulnerable to DPS, and when this happens, Ichi will begin arcane explosioning, I think he means exploding, every 30 seconds. Everyone but the caster deck must run out of the blast radius of this, or they will take massive amounts of arcane damage. If you kill Chegg first, Ichi will ice block healing himself to full, and while frozen he will sit down and eat a buff food. This gives him 1500 increased damage on all of his spells. When the ice block breaks, Ichi will time warp, increasing his cast time by 20%. That's Ichi.
Damn! Sweet!
Ichi will then begin using arcane missiles and stacking a debuff that increases the damage of his upcoming arcane blast by 10% per stack. He will stack this to a maximum of 20, or until interrupted. He will then arcane blast the tank. In addition, he will still arcane explosion every 30 seconds and will randomly sheet people. Damn, Clip, you're an asshole as a boss.
I've been trying to talk
I totally am.
That would piss me off. But God damn it! By the way, I'm having a parliament. Does anybody here smoke parliaments?
No.
Does anybody in here smoke?
No.
Nope.
Man. I'm so gonna have to show you guys the electronic cigarette when I get it.
You have one of those?
We're going to very soon, yeah.
Patty has
Yeah, my mom has one of those.
Yeah. Okay. Koji will need a dedicated tank on him the entire fight and will need to be pulled away from the arcane empowerment, which will give him 50% damage increase and Chegg's HOTS. Oh, this is your arena team. I see.
Yes, it is.
Okay. The tank will be receiving a constant Mortal Strike debuff, which will reduce healing by 10%, and will have Rend ticking on him for 2,500. If Chegg dies first, this activates hard mode. Koji will now gain Wrecking Crew and do 10% more damage. He will also use Enraged Regen to heal himself to full. In addition, the Mortal Strike debuff gets bumped up to 25%, and Rend ticks for 3,000. And every 30 seconds or so, he will fear.
I like that I activate hard mode.
Yeah.
And Koji gets crazy.
When Ichi has died, all previous mechanics apply. Koji will once again use Enraged Regen, healing himself to full. The gloves are off now, as Koji says. He will now be putting a stacking MS debuff on the tanks, decreasing healing done by 15% per stack. So now they will have to taunt off of each other, and he will use his staple attack, Wind Spin. Much like Marigard, Koji will whirlwind around the arena, bouncing 3 times, and then heroically leaping to the highest on threat, causing 5,000 nature damage to all within 15 yards, and slowing their attack speed by 25%.
Ooh.
How's this strategy going, Clip? Are you be able to come up with a way to beat this?
This is incredibly involved. I'd have to like have this in front of me to read it.
I know, I was thinking the same thing. Like, there's no way you can just hear this and come up with a strategy. This is pretty in-depth.
Well, that's part of the contest, man. If you can't do it, no bueno. He gets the point. Let's see. Dr. Chegg win. If in range, Chegg will hot up Koji and Ichi and spam cast Nourish on them. That is why he must be pulled out of range of Koji if he's your burn target. If Chegg is the first burn target, the only thing you really need to do is interrupt his nourishes he will cast on himself. He can also be silenced and all that jazz. And mana burned. Sorry, Chegg. No, I made up the mana burn.
That's only fair.
Okay, if Koji dies, Chegg will gain Thorns, and another caster will have to come to keep Chegg busy due to the addition of Darkskin and Thorns, causing him to take 90% reduced damage and deal 4,000 on a melee hit. He will also still heal Ichi if in range. Once Ichi has been burned down to 50%, Chegg will become vulnerable to attacks again and will randomly moonfire people. You do that
For no
in battle
reason.
games. It's so annoying.
Why is that annoying?
Because when people try to duel you, it's like, okay, all I have to do is beat his hots. No, it's not that. You have to beat the random moonfire span, too.
Sorry.
He will also need to be tanked to 50% because he will begin meleeing with his staff.
I do that a lot.
Chegg will, if Ichi dies, Chegg will War Stomp, stunning everyone in the raid for 10 seconds as he switches his spec and gear. Chegg is now feral. He will begin by pouncing the off-tank or anyone who is highest on threat when Ichi died. This will stun the tank for 3 seconds and apply plenty of hefty bleeds that will begin to stack. Once these stacks hit 5, the other tank will have to taunt him. He must also be faced away from the raid or he will kill people with swipe. The real challenge here is that Chegg hits like a truck, so heals need to be on top of their game. He also still has a baby version of the Thorns buff. I know what you mean, Red. Okay, here are the loot items that Koji recommended, and I'll read those to you. Koji's Crafty Toe. It's a trinket. It increases armor pen by 30% and has a chance to proc Crafty Toes, allowing you to pick up anything with your feet for 15 seconds.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
That is hilarious. That's just what I always wanted.
Here's the second item. Chegg's Hammer Nut. It's a two-handed mace. 1200 to 1800 top end. 300 strength, 200 stam, 10% armor pen, and does 30% additional damage to male targets.
Women are gonna love that.
And Ichi's Fried Cookie. This is a ring that increases spell power by 200 and has a chance to make you extremely pissed in a 3v3 arena.
It sounds like a euphemism for like my shit or something.
Okay, guys, let's have a show of hands. Do you like it or don't you?
I like it.
I'm in it.
I like it.
Ken likes
That's
it.
pretty good.
Okay, go ahead and type out.
Plus, it was kind
yes
of a
or
cool
no.
fight.
That's true.
I'm not in the game, so
I'm on
just
my
count me
other
as a yes.
server.
What are we typing?
Okay. Just type if you like it or not, yes or no.
I like it.
Type
Yeah,
it
so
in
that's
trade chat in the
1, 2,
server you're on.
3,
Duskwood, forget that.
4,
Check
5,
chat.
6. We get a piece of paper here.